Okay, so hello and welcome back to Warhammer 2 Total War Chaos Dwarfs. Just going over some of the information which was released about the greenskins. Nice changes from the sounds of it. Anyway, we had defeated Karak Azul, and we're taking it for our own. Karak Azul is now only in Spite Peak and Dringarakas, and I would like to get those. We also control pretty much all of this, because Clan Eshin fell to, partly because of Hag Graef, also because of Beastmen. The Beastmen raised Flayed Rock, Haunted Forest, and Pig Barter, and I've moved in and taken them all. And we're still allies with Clan Eshin, so they're not going to be attacking me. Like, free settlements. And relations are improving with Hag Graef. And Deathmaster Snitch is pretty much done for. Hag Graef. It's called that, isn't it? Yeah. Hag Graef, Hag Graef. Hagatha's evil twin sister. Oh. Yes, Hag Graef, Hagatha, and I don't know. Hag Ugly or something. Hagatha's from King's Quest 2. I think it's King's Quest 2. I had Graham try to smooch up to her. The game wasn't having it though. Anyway. Oh, that's apparently another thing changing in the Code update. Apparently Imbric is starting down here in the Dragon Isles. Don't know exactly where. Perhaps on another island. I don't think there was another island added, but apparently he'll be starting down here. And more ports have been added around here, I think they said. Make it a bit more easy for Malice. Because there's what? Dragon Fang Mount. And that's it. There might be another port down here. The Haunted Forest isn't a port. So yeah. It'd be nice to have some more here because this is just an ocean where you can't really do anything. Anyway. We had taken Mount Greyhag. We were upgrading the settlements. I'd like to get Black Iron Mine back. We've got Dwarfs to watch out for. We're not at war with Karaz Ankor yet. And Karak Azul. Public order is positive. We've got one more turn until those are built. And I'll probably sit there for another 2 turns or so, and then move over to Spite Peak. I was going to improve this army. Let's see, Mount Greyhag. Okay, we can leave there. So I'm going to move you to Ash Ridge Mountains. And that will maintain itself. Yes, Scam Corruption is only 0.50. That's nice. Or 0.5. And we'll recruit some more powerful units in your army from this region. Because I would like something a bit tougher in your army than just the slaves. I would also like to build Ash Ridge Peak. That is in here. We could get rid of this, and I'd build that in the Fortress of Vorag. To replace it with the Ash Ridge Peak settlement building. That would give us Great Taurus Lava Trolls and Lamasu. Apparently Lava Trolls are lawful. Apparently they are a thing. Maybe from the Monstrous Arcana? I wasn't aware of that. It's perfectly fine. It just sound like, I don't know. Whatever. Trolls take on the aspects of their surroundings, such as river trolls, stone trolls. I suppose lava trolls are as make much sense as anything else. So we'll build that. That also gives us more chaos corruption, also in adjacent provinces, and also extra income. So I'll probably get rid of that. I mean, I would like some devastators, but I think I'll have these in his army. We can build it again over here. Said. What do we have here? We've already got the unique building here. So I'd probably want to build this. And this. I'd also like to build this. Okay. Actually, keep that a turn. We'll get some dwarf warrior army. We've also got, what's it called? We've also got artillery. Yeah, do we? Yes, we do. So we'll be able to get some artillery. Wait, commandments? Oh, look at that. Hold on. Hold the phone. Has there been an update? Another sneaky update. Oh, I swear. These modders. I just started this campaign of Chaos Dwarfs, and immediately after I finished, it was already out of date. Ah, they make my job so difficult. Let's see. This will be OvN Lost Factions. There's also a nice image from Chaos Roby about a hot pot catapult model, which is pretty nifty. We're gonna have to see whether there's any updates notes, because I don't think we had. Oh yeah, here we go. Yesterday. Edicts of Evil. Slap. Provincial edicts have been added for Dwarfs and Rotblood tribe. All thanks to bushes. Fixed bug where 2 Chorf garrison buildings would appear in Norskott. Though seriously, why are you even up there? Okay, fine. So, we've got provincial edicts now. Or commandments. That's nice. Let's see, have a look at those. Damn these updates. Down with all updates. No more updates. Who needs updates? I don't need no updates. Yes, I do. Let's see. Warped indoctrination. Enemy hero action success chance minus 15% local province. Wins a magic power reserve plus 5 all armies. Is that map wide? So we could stack that and just get more wins of magic for every full province we control? That's neat. And local recruitment capacity plus 1. Bang the war drums. Recruitment cost minus 10%. Tax rate plus 5%. Okay. Tendrils of Chaos. Public order plus 2. Chaos corruption plus 5. That's nice. Especially chaos corruption. Slave breeding. Slave decline rate minus 10%. All provinces. All provinces? Again. Okay. It's not just that region. That's just that province. It's all provinces. So that would stack as well. Income from slaves plus 10%. In that region? Everywhere again. And growth plus 10. I suppose in this region. If it's everywhere, that would be quite powerful. Just stacking that everywhere. Not one step back. Recruitment rank plus 1 for all units. Local armies. And campaign movement range minus 15% for enemy armies starting their turn in this region. Local enemy armies. Okay. Makes it more difficult for the enemy to assault you. Well, I'd like to put this one, I think. Slave breeding. And we'll get that over here as well, when we end up taking Mount Silverspear. I worry about you. I was going to wait until we get walls in Karak Azul. That would be one more turn. Wait. Oh! Yeah, image has changed. Again, it was like a wall last time. Now it's a angry dwarf face. Okay. Let's see. How many turns have we got? 2 more turns until 1, and then we'll have to wait for 2. Okay. I was going to build you up, then send you over, deal with Spike Peak. Hopefully, Black Crag will be able to hold on. I don't think they'll be able to. These regions are building up quite nicely. Rykarth just took pig barter, and we can also improve this place. Get Tendrils of Chaos. Enter. Increase the chaos corruption in this area. Zartan the Black gets Taskmaster. Don't let them rest. An idle body is one ripe for corruption. Well, funny that. Spent multiple turns in March stance. Oh, is he still in March stance? Plus 3% campaign movement range and campaign line of sight plus 3%. Nice. Yes. I think last time also I was saying I didn't know where Grom was starting. Apparently Grom and the Mortal Empires campaign will be starting in Massive Orcal in Bretonnia. I wonder whether that region changed, because he's going to be kind of surrounded by enemy factions. Bretonnia and the Wood Elves. Brutish Overseer. Also, apparently, what's his name? Eltharion? The Grim? He has Tor Ivris. Ivris, I think they were saying it was called Tor Ivris. But he also apparently starts in the Badlands. Because he's focused on destroying the greenskins over there. Brutish Overseer. No! My building construction cost goes up. Everything is ruined. Go over here. And we have 1,600 income. I want a magma cannon. And get some slave ogres. And I'll probably get rid of some of my goblin slaves and replace them with like Bull Centaur Rendals or Bahals or something. Iron Demon War Engine would be nice too. Okay, you're fine, I think, just... Actually, you could leave, because buildings are producing all the public order. And military presence is just 2.
Few things would gladden my heart more than your death.
Likewise, not aggression pact?
Posterous.
I'll brand you for this insult. Okay. I would like to get some immortals in your army because that is your focus, but we do not have the ability to recruit immortals. What are your units you give upkeep reduction? Just immortals. Plus 20 leadership for immortals. Good grief. Get a zealot. Also, again, I hope we are all doing well tonight. Today. Whichever it is. Yep, looks like Black Crag is not going to be around much longer. I mean, they control Ekrund, but the Dawi-Zharr has begun. Good thing we're getting the magma cannons. I might get a second magma cannon. Instead of a slave ogre. They are very good against, grouped stunties. Oh, Clan Eshin is no more. And they weren't sneaky enough. Oh, yes. As I said, I did say Imrik, didn't I? Imrik is apparently the free legendary lord, which we'll be getting along with the update. Also, apparently they mentioned a free mount, which is apparently going to be a Catchweb Spider Shrine, or the Arachnarok, Catchweb Arachnarok Spider Shrine, or whatever it is, for Goblin Great Shamans, which will be quite nice. Just to have the model with the different appearance. More forest goblins. Also, just because the Great Goblin Shaman I think it just has a wolf mount, which is kind of lame. I mean, it's fast, but you know. Upgrade Ashut Temple. And get... Could actually get that, couldn't I? Hold on. Slave decline rate plus 5%. Income generated 200. I kind of think this building is just so much better than this. Why would I build this? This gives 400, but it gives public order and slave decline rating increases. But this one, it gives 50 less, yes, but it increases income from slaves. Doesn't decrease the slave reduction. Doesn't increase the slave decline rate. And it has other bonuses. This was added more recently than this. So, maybe this you could be changed, or perhaps this... I don't know. I shouldn't be drawing attention to it. Everything's fine here. Upgrade Flayed Rock. Nothing's wrong. I don't have any problems with the buildings at all. Can we get another Regiment of Renown? No, we cannot. There would be others, as I mentioned last time, but since we started the campaign, we do not have 2. Which were just added. It would be, I think, a unit of Immortals and a unit of Regiment of Renown Lava Trolls. Another thing with the greenskin update is apparently the casualty replenishment for them hasn't been changed too much. But they did mention that I think the new hero, which is being added, the River Troll Hag or something, is going. It helps a lot with replenishment as well as possibly the wild mechanic. So that will be good. I think the whole thing was like high elves having high casualty replenishment is because they're good with first aid. And they heal their wounded. Which is what casualty replenishment is supposed to represent. And because the greenskins don't really do that, they have to recruit new boys. However, it doesn't really work like that in game. Casualty replenishment just allows you to get on the move much faster, whereas without it, you have to spend a turn replacing your lost units, which means that you're slower. Anyway.
What do you want?
Oh, Barak-Var confederated into Karaz Ankor. Well, we're not at war with Barak-Var anymore, it's now Karaz Ankor.
Can I help you?
However,
All enemies shout.
I'm kind of not that worried. I mean, we're in a good position to be able to deal with them just because we're Chaos Dwarves. Go to this point of interest. What's here? Just wait. 1,000. Okay.
Yes, I'm ruinous.
Ambush.
I will not disgrace my ancestor.
And you can...
Acquit yourself well, and you might survive this.
Okay, Malus. Whatever you say. That was Zarkin taking control there, I suppose. Go to the Fortress of Borag. Take some attrition on the way there. They take instant attrition when you stop in an area which causes attrition. I've mentioned that many times. I should stop mentioning it. Hey, attack bar! You've done good, lad. Real good. Offensive alliance. No. Actually, you've done good, but I don't intend to help you if you go to war with any enemies. I want to attack the dwarves on my terms, not yours. You were useful in getting rid of Clan Eshin, but you were a tool, nothing more. If I could get Rykarth's army up, we'll be able to take Mount Silverspear. Owning Spite Peak and also owning the Black Iron Mine up there will help a lot with developing Karak Azul region. Karak 8 Peaks would be great to hold as well. This region down here would be good also. There's, I believe, a... It's a... I don't think there's a Chaos faction down here because I can't see ruins. Hold up. Let's see. No, there isn't. Oh, hang on. That's the wrong region. Karak Azul. No, there isn't. Oh, they own Serpent's Fang. That's, here, isn't it? Broadly there. Okay, move to there. Go to here. Raid. Get more slaves. 10 turns. Okay. I kind of want to upgrade Mount Greyhag. But this building's so good. Don't have enough income for it, even if I wanted it, though. 2 turns and we would get it. Well, actually, no, we wouldn't, because we'd spend it for the Khazad. What's this get? 4-2 and garrison. 4-2 and garrison. It's the same. Upgrade Crookback Mountain. We can build walls there and it's on the front line. The Greek dwarves are probably going to march through and attack it if they decide to attack us. Go over here. Yeah, the Darklands are looking very chaosy this time of year. Okay, have I got slaves being shipped to the appropriate areas? None in the Wolflands yet. When we get those buildings up, I'll start it, but that'll be after we get Mount Silverspear. All of them are going into here. Plain of Bones so far. Turn it off here. In Noblar country. We don't need any over there. And Karak Azul is not getting any either. There we go. With the others turned off, I don't need to have the Plane of Bones on, you know, extra slaves being sent there, but... Because all the other places aren't accepting any, they would all go there anyway, but... just even if I have forgotten another region, most of them would go there and only a few would go to another one. Makes me feel a bit better. Hey, technology researched. Recruitment cost reduction for hobgoblins, cutthroats, sneaky gits, wolf raiders, and hobhound ravager units. Also, recruitment cost reduction for slaves. So for hobgoblin enforcers, bolt throwers, and wolf raider archers. What's your army? Cazador Dragon Slayer. And you have no balls. Fool! Go to here. In camp. Go to here. In camp. We're gonna melt so many stunties.
They will be dominated.
I mean, so many traitors. We can't really call them stunties because technically we're stunties also. Treasure chest. Actually, no. Upgrade the Haunted Forest. And research. Culling of the Weak. Does that help us? Chaos Warhounds. Or get it anyway. Then we get enough money. We'll get Unholy Communion for the next level of research. Oh, I forgot to move you. Well, you're in the settlement. Doesn't matter. Anything else? Ooh, another thing changed for the greenskins. Apparently the War ability, which was previously all the way at the end of the red skill tree, I think it was. Was it the yellow skill tree? One of those two. For all the greenskin lords. It's now an innate ability. And you have unique versions of it for the various legendary lords, which have different bonuses. Azag's, I think, was like, increases melee attack by like 26, possibly 25% armor piercing damage, and also gives, I think it gives his army fear and terror? Or possibly just him, but I think he gets that anyway. Especially if he's on his wyvern, but it just said gives fear and terror, so I'd assume that's for the army. We're going to Dringarakis. Well, let's attack Spite Peak. And encircle. I think also it costs the global War resource to use the ability during battles. Or no, I don't think actually. That's I think during battle you get a bar filling up like the Dark Elves have. The more you're in melee, and you can spend it, and it's got multiple levels of it or something. They didn't actually show that, so I'm sort of going off of what I broadly remember. Pillage and enslave. Subjugate and enslave. Go over here. Karak Azul's magma beasts. Lava trolls. Oh. We actually get those? Did they appear? No, they didn't. So that's a regiment of renown which we'd be able to get if I hadn't started my campaign. But, yeah, they're not here. Chaos Dwarf sorcerer named Karak Azul created his magma beasts to attack Telopheim. Oh, I wish we could get them, but we can't. Though you'd be able to if you start a campaign. There's the Chaos Dwarves. If you start one after I did. Get that. Hop out of the settlement, actually.
Now is chaos. Beacon. Distraction for all.
And do we get a unique building in Spite Peak? No, we do not. That's fine. Fortress of Vorak can be upgraded. Got 10,000. Sure. Actually, can I upgrade Karak Azul? No, I cannot. Fortress of Vorak it is. Go. And we can upgrade Pig Barter. Do so as well. Blade Rock. I will get here. Chaos Corruption. And get that. We've got all the money. May as well spend it. Our economy's actually going pretty well. We've got a lot of slaves. As it should be. For the Chaos Dwarves. So you're probably... where are you going to go? Going to go to Dringarakis? Or are you going to come back to Spite Peak to try and get rid of us there? Black Crag confederates Red Fangs? Oh, Confederation is something else which has changed for the Greenskins. It now functions like the Norskins Confederation, where the Greenskin faction leader has to be defeated for them to be cowed to be confederated. Let's see. I'll give that to the Hobgoblins. You attack us with favor of the Dark Gods, you fool! Sure. Let's play this battle. There's not that many of them, really. Or should I? Now let's just auto-resolve it. Oh no, we lost some slaves. I am aware it takes a while for the battles to load. Perhaps we can attack these greenskins. We get Beard Collector and Dwarf Slayer. Okay, Kogan Hordes. Beard Collector. +3 leadership when fighting against dwarves. Dwarf Slayer. Once again, the Great King has been defeated, but no doubt he will come back one day. Meanwhile, his infamous treasure hall is open for visitors. He did Cazador Dragon Slayer. Additional tradable resource produced, +10% faction-wide. Income from all buildings, +10% local province. That's pretty nice. Though we don't get our income from buildings, really. Get that.
Are you a god?
You're a god. March up to Karak Azul.
Yes, my ruinous.
You going to take Tringarakas? I'd kind of like to get it. If I get that region, I'd like to get Karak 8 Peaks first, and then we can get rid of the rest of it. What about this region down here? I wonder if Grom the Paunch will get a unique building in Misty Mountain, because I think that's actually where he started from.
Spread ruin on them. Destruction for all.
March up to Ash Ridge Mountains.
Destruction.
I'm hoping you're going to be happy enough. Improving? Yeah. I don't think you're going to turn on us. And Black Crag has not been taken by the Greek dwarves.
Karaz Ankor.
Eyes ready. Get some.
Aye.
How big is this faction?
Down it. Spit it out.
You own here, here, and here. And do you have any agreements with other factions? No, you do not. I could declare war on you, and that would be perfectly fine.
They will be dominated.
Sure. I kind of don't really want to backstab the greenskins. We take Karak 8 Peaks.
Aye up.
Or should we take it now, or just attack the dwarves? In turn. I'll get the Black Iron Mine, then I might come down here and get Karak 8 Peaks. Oh, that greenskin army down there will probably move to attack Spite Peak. Shouldn't get too distracted. Should focus on attacking the dwarves. They're just going to get more powerful. And it's turn 50 something now. Okay. So, let me have a look. See whether there was any new posts by Creative Assembly. I don't think there was. Nope. That's fine. Not like last time. Continue up to here. You can go to Karak Azul. Thank you for finishing that cheer. Go to the Ash Ridge Mountains. 3 more turns. Get rid of this. How much income will we have? We've got enough for that. Okay. How's over here going? Haunted Forest. You can get the Sawmill. That's 3,000. Get that. Don't get the Plunder Stash just yet. Rockback Mountain. Get. How much is this going to get me for demolishing it? 900. Barely anything. Get rid of... Don't build a sawmill just yet. Build the walls here, because that's important. And we'll build the sawmill later, because I want to get the unique building in the Ash Ridge Mountains. Because we can get some lava trolls, Great Taurus, and a Lamasu. And turn. Lamasus are neat. They can summon... wyverns? Yeah, I think they summon wyverns. Which is very nice. At least they did last time I played the Chaos Dwarfs. They also, I think, can cast Flame Vortex? Or Firestorm? The Vortex spell. They get more powerful the more winds of magic there are. Actually, does that mean if we stacked the +5 to the... there's probably a cap on it. +5 to our winds of magic starting power pool. They will get more powerful. As I said, probably a cap to it. I don't actually know how their stats increase or their stats change based on that. I don't know how the stats change to the Phoenixes either. Based on the winds of magic. Not something I've really paid attention to. At the beginning and end of a battle.
Now is chaos. Wipe
Okay.
them out.
Get that.
Ruin on them.
Secure that province. Get Ash Ridge Peak. 4 turns. Black Iron Mine. That. What do we need here? Tendrils of Chaos. Increase chaos corruption in this region.
Are you a god?
I hope they add a lot more settlements around here. It's just like a massive march from Vallejo Sorrow to Bitterstone Mine, and they're so spaced out. You could have like a settlement here, another one. You could have like a capital here and like 3 other settlements in the swamps. Like another one here. Maybe one here next to the Pillar of Bone. Another one here. There's like a ruins of it. Fort there. Well, that's part of Karak Azul, but you could add one at the rear here or something. Anyway, how's it going down here? Death Gorge is greenskin rebels. Oh, we can see the Skaven. Karak Azul. But we haven't met them. How's this going? Labaris has been defeated by the Silver Host. Ah. Karaz Ankor declares war on the Crooked Moon mutinous skits. Can't make you a vassal. Karaz Ankor is strength number 1. Of course they are.
Destruction for all.
Get some slave ogres in 4 turns. I didn't move you into the settlement. Oh, you're in there now. Part of me is thinking I should send my army off to Karak 8 Peaks so that when the dwarves take it, I can take it from them in the same turn. Or just after they take it. They go and siege it. I could suddenly get up to a military alliance with the Greenskins? Probably not, even though they're going to be defeated. You know, get a military alliance with them, help them in the battle. The dwarves would probably retreat. You try and be sneaky, it just doesn't work. Non-aggression pact, you're actually asking me. Military alliance Military access? But you're asking me to pay you. Okay. How does this benefit me? You're just asking because you're getting your butts whooped. Okay, let's get duels to the death. We'll see whether that actually does anything for us. And, ooh, we can get Demon Spike Crucible. Magic resistance 50%, wins a magic starting amount plus 15, and cooldown minus 20% to all spells. Well, it's nice. We don't actually have any spells except Fireball and Cascading Fire Cloak currently. Yeah, I get it. It's unique. It's a unique item for you. Get the get the Grob Scree so that we can get hobgoblins there. And I'm kind of fine for you. Haunted Forest. What's public order here? 19. Slave mining pit. And wait, wasn't there 4 here before? Oh, it's probably just because of that one. Okay. Karaz Ankor moves another army to Karak 8 Peaks. Apparently, Black Crag sends an army off to take Valaya's Sorrow behind the greenskin, behind the dwarves. Azag also moves over there. Oh. I wonder what the dwarves think, having Chaos Dwarves over here. Maybe they don't know. We haven't heard from Karak Azul for a while. Cazador Dragon Tamer is probably just...
Yes, my ruinous power.
Probably just... minding his own business. Let's see. Upgrade that.
Now is chaos. Are you a god?
And
Destruction for all.
2 more turns for that. I'm not gonna wait for that. I know I spent 2 turns doing that, but yeah. Yeah, get Hashuts. Actually, no.
They will be dominated.
Get more orc slaves. Watch up. You can get another unit of orc slaves. Enter. There we go. Deal with Thorgrim Grudgebearer. Got a rebellion there? Where'd that rebellion come from? Oh, you... Okay. You lifted the siege. We have a military alliance with them, do we? Yes, we do. So we can actually march through there. Yeah, let's just march through Black Crag, forget about Karak Peaks for the moment, and deal with the Dwarves. As you know, that's why we're here. Have to go up this way. Perhaps we could deal with these rebels. This rebel scum in the meantime. Zoggoth.
Ruin. Now. Do not displease me. For chaos.
Some goblin slaves, I suppose. So, what's the garrison for Crookback Mountain looking like? Pretty solid. A magma cannon in there as well. Yeah, get the Grob Zack. Rykarth, you can get... Despoilers. That's fine. Jog-off. Wait, did the Dwarves actually lose there? Did they lose? Those 2 full stacks? Wow. If that's the case, because I saw them run off that way. They didn't go up there. At least I'm pretty sure they didn't. That's, impressive. The greenskins? Let's go push this advantage then. We can take Dwarfs. Or Karak itself. Or Black Crag. Since the Greenskin Rebellion was kind enough to take it, we may as well take it from them, because it's got gold in there. And it's another capital, right there. It's quite a good region. Oh man, actually, it's got lumber, it's got a timber camp there, and it's also got a iron mine here. Those together would be like minus 50 cost for all the buildings being created in this province. I don't know if gold has something like that, I don't think so, but it might. It might just be flat income. Because you don't use gold in construction. Or maybe you do. Okay. Dwarfs.
Yes, my ruinous powers. I veto this.
Go up to there.
Unto slaughter. This is why.
This is wise.
They will be dominated.
There we go. Okay. You get Black Crag next time. And they were nice enough to tear down the walls. Boss tent, Eba shiny stuff, brawling grounds, shiny pit, Black Crag.
Spread ruin on them.
Our income's gone up again. Oh, is that because that building finished? It is. Nice. We have that. We could upgrade that building. Get the slave pen. And build the Dawi-Zharr current. There we go. That's probably why our income actually went down a bit, because I... No. I just got to stop myself there. The thought was wrong. Hey! Oh, Hag Graef is declaring war on me. But we had a non-aggression pact. Curse you! Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. What's the best way to deal with pointy elves? Hit them with pointier objects. They did declare war on Black Crag. I don't think that's going to help me much. Hey Grimgor, can you spare an army after you've lost Black Crag? Am I gonna have to send an army down here? Ah. Very upset. Get some Zealot Berserkers. Get some Chaos Dwarf Quarrelers.
They will be dominated.
We can go all the way to Black Crag. Rough to see Black Crag.
Bring them to ruin.
Okay.
Despoil.
And the other faction, or the other army.
Yes, my ruinous power. In vain.
Yoink! It's already been raided. Subjugate and slave. Raided. Ooh, a vial of troll blood. Disgusting as it may be, a shot of troll blood is just the thing to bolster the drinker's courage, causing an unstoppable bloodlust to rise within them. Unbreakable. Very nice. And manticore horn. Anyone who tries to slay a manticore or lives to tell the tale must be braver than he looks. Plus 10% leadership aura size, character aura leadership effect plus 2, and charge bonus plus 8. Gold mine. Oh, it actually increases income for more buildings. 500 income generated. Ooh, unique building too. The Black Crag Hell Caverns. In the lightless halls deep beneath Black Crag, the massive fungal caverns the greenskin race spawns from have been repurposed by their new Dark Iron masters. In this hellish abyss, greenskins are brutally broken in by cruel hobgoblin taskmasters, taking out their frustrations at their own enslavement upon their kin. While on the surface, countless masses of maimed or crippled slaves are butchered in hall-spanning abattoirs and fed to the seemingly endless masses of greenskins, the Dawi-Zharr waste nothing. Pretty grim. Minus 5% upkeep for all units. Yay! 300 income generated. Yay! Oh, this is actually starting from rank 4. Oh, that's different. Yeah, that... Oh. I think that's actually based... That's actually the, straight up the, Norscan one. It's got, public order plus 3 for every concurrent war with a neighboring faction. And shaman sorcerers, yeah. So that might need to be changed. We'll get gold mine. And get, Kidnapper's Den, because we can't build a, anything else there. I'm tempted to send Zartan the Black back, Zartan the Black back over here.
Retake the realms.
Black Crag, we'll have to wait till then till they can get all. We have a nice garrison. What's the garrison going to be with this? Wait. Global recruitment duration -1 for all turns. Holy moly. Okay. That's pretty fantastic. That means that we can recruit, like, Lamasu in 1 turn. Great Taurus in one turn. That might not be changed from the Norscan either. Because that's a really big deal for just being on the level 1 of the settlement. I mean, that's really nice.
Spread ruin on them. Just
You're recruiting those. It's fine. End turn. I think I'm just going to keep going. If Hag Graef take parts of this, which they probably will. Actually, because we're causing chaos corruption down there, does Malus Darkblade get protection against chaos corruption? I don't think he does. Maybe if he's in demonic form? I hope he doesn't, because he'd be getting attrition when he's marching through our territory, and this region is a pain to walk around. There's few roads, and the haunted forest is just trees. Difficult terrain, so the armies are slower moving through it. It's not going to win us the war over there, but it will make things harder for him. Okay. Oh, hello, Malus. You have a Master, Death Hag, Black Ark Corsairs with hand bows. Why do all our garrison buildings have to be on rank 3?
Now is chaos.
You sound like you need some artillery. Or a masseuse. Or 2 Great Taurus, actually. They're burnt. Great Taurus have blazing bodies and flaming breath. Sure. Get 3 of them. Get 3 of the buggers.
Yes, my ruinous powers.
Like a corruption. Chaos corruption is going up. Oh, because we don't get the I mean, that causes it, but because we don't get the Cauldron of Hushut, don't have a way to cause chaos corruption easily until level 2.
Spread ruin on them.
Dare I go to war against the Dwarves? Black Crag is kind of worthless at the moment. How much are you reducing it? 20. Yeah. So it's going to be minus 22. You're not lowering corruption, but Karak Azul is most likely Skaven, but we'd have to go all the way around there. We'd probably have to go up there, get rid of Karak Azul, and come back. I think I'm just going to go for Iron Rock. This is a nice region. But I think we need to keep rolling.
Let's be about this. No stop.
Perhaps I could recruit a lord in there to build an army of slaves to maintain public order. Enter. Norska. Norska. Hag Graef, have you landed next to the haunted forest? I'm surprised you sailed over there instead of just walking across the land bridge. an hour into the thing, maybe we'll get our first battle. I know I've had several battles that have auto-resolved, but... Peace treaty. Oh? Are you going to send an army over to take your regions back? Orc says it's time to have some mates. You've got a diplomatic role. You have a defensive agreement with Grimgor, so yeah, sure. Our target has changed. Karak 8 Peaks is no longer of interest to us. 4 from Scaver Corruption. 3 from Chaos Corruption. 6 from Untainted. Oh, hello. Well, that's Admiral Leech. Preposterous.
Ruin on them. Mortals will quail.
Will we get there before you do? Probably not.
Will be dominated.
Maybe he'll go for the Haunted Forest. It's a tempting target. He's taking attrition. Nah. You're going to be weaker.
They will be dominated.
Okay, go here. Oh no, we're trespassing. How terrible.
Go now.
It's a tragedy.
Mortifying act.
Good. Damn tragedy, that is.
I will hear you beg now.
Ah, we'll just raid. Take a bunch of wolves. Hobgoblin Khan. Yeah, let's get the Grob Kaz. We'll get a Hobgoblin Khan from that. And Black Crag. We don't have enough money to get a Lord. End turn. We'll get a another Chaos Dwarf Lord over here next turn. I don't think we've got supply lines. That's rather nice. Oh no, the Haunted Forest. What's your army made up of? Nothing really that bad. I mean, the Witch Elves are probably the worst thing. Aside from Death Hag and Master. And Malus himself. Oh, it's got full possession. 30% ward save. And he is a powerful character. But the rest of his army is really not that impressive. Oh no, you raised the Haunted Forest. That was about the worst thing you could do. Because now you just got to take another turn of attrition. And you could have taken it, replenished your strength. You fool, you're playing right into my hand. Kind of. Oh, the Man-Blight tribe has been destroyed. Wow, poor Taurox. Oh, they raised my settlement! They destroyed my beastmen. Friends. Oh no.
Forbidden.
Oh, your army's looking worse for wear. I wonder why that is.
Have my favor.
Raid Flayed Rock.
Destruction for all.
Force march over there. I mean, they'll probably go for Pig Barter next. Really? But... Get Dawi-Zharr Curran. Just get that so we can get some Quarrelers. Okay. Black Crag, we are going to get, let's see, Bull Centaur Lord, a Sorcerer, Prophet of Shadows, Chaos Dwarf Overlord. Let's see. There's none with public order increasing. We'll get a Sorcerer Prophet. Really attack +5. Actually, no, let's get a Bull Centaur, because we haven't seen them yet. Diabolic Splendor. So yes. I've got a nifty dwarf beard. And I don't know what the heck weapon that is. It's like a halberd combined with a spear. Combined with a glaive. So, Zrazak Skullcrusher is a bull centaur lord. It's a usual yellow skill tree. Usual ones up there. Warlord of Hashut. Bringer of Hashut's Wrath. Plus 25% leadership aura size. Okay, that goes really well with that. Horde recruitment capacity plus 1. And attribute Vanguard deployment. We don't get hordes. No. Revenge of the Betrayed. Yeah, that's the same. Bull's Charge. Ravenous Fury. Income from raiding and leadership. Attacking. Hit points plus... Wow! Gifts of the Favored. Bull Centaurs are often considered the chosen of Hashut, and as such, gain his favor in many ways. Okay, so we've got a skill which increases the hit points of all the units in our army by 10%. That's pretty nice. Everything in the army is just tougher. Just got more hit points. I don't think I've seen that before. Terrible Dominion. Ascending in the ranks of the Legion brings great respect, fear, and infamy. Minus 10% upkeep for all units. And causes terror. Oh, he causes fear, naturally. Okay, that's nice. Mutations of Malice. Fearsome Blessings of Strength that often come with extra fangs or horns. Plus 4 armor-piercing damage for the Lord's Army. Speed plus 10% for the Lord's Army. And attribute causes fear for the Lord's Army. Shifting Legion. Able to move a horde in ways that and at speeds unlike any Chaos Dwarf leader, Bull Centaurs excel at catching enemies off guard. Ooh, plus 50% ambush success chance, and Vanguard deploy for the Lord's Army. Pacts of the Changed. The loyalty that Gifts of Change buys is almost incomprehensible by the innocent. 20% magic resistance for the Lord's Army. Minus 50% upkeep for Bull Centaur units. Minus 15% upkeep for Lamassu, Lava Trolls, and Great Taurus units. And immune to psychology, Lord's Army. Did we only choose one of these? Possibly. And Blessings of Fortitude. Ashut protects his champions well. All the better to spread his dominion. 10% physical resistance, Lord's Army. Minus 75% attribute. Attrition. Or, minus 75% casualty suffered from all attrition. Pardon. And 10% casualty replenishment rate. Yeah, so you can sort of make your army more sneaky, faster, and scarier, and more armor piercing. Make it cheaper to maintain, also increase magic resistance and immune psychology. That's kind of really tempting. But it's like, that would be nice. But this would mean you'd want the units which this makes cheaper. It's just because it's like Bull Centaur units, right? Cavalry. And this increases speed, which would benefit cavalry the most. So you've got these other ones over here. And this one just makes your army tougher. Along with the increased... hit points. Nice. And that's just his unique tree. Down here he's got the normal red tree for the Chaos Dwarves. And the usual blue tree. Okay, you can get some goblins. Oh, the dwarves ran off. Get Voice of Hashut. Yes, get Voice of Hashut.
Now is chaos. Destruction.
Okay. Declare war. Grudgebringers of Reichel and other allies. Oh boy. Do I want to do this now? Strength rating is 3. Our strength rating is 8. but our army is quite a lot better. We do not have Dreadquake mortars yet. However, there's no reason why we need these regions. We could just sack them and move on. By Grimnir's axe!
Kill them all! Hail the slaughterer! Yes, my ruinous powers! Unleash chaos!
Pillage and enslave.
Spread ruin on them! Spread ruin on them!
Lay an ambush. Lay an ambush.
It is so.
Great Mount Grey Hag. Immediately put this money to use.
They will be dominated!
Let's see, what's this do? Yes. Magic resistance 10% for all armies. That doesn't help us against the dwarves. Actually, hang on. I had 10,000. What's over here? Leadership increase. Recruitment reduction. Merely defense increased. Weapon strength. Income from post-battle loot plus 20%. Also, we'll just stay the course, I think. Get some more slaves. Yes, and recruit some other units, please, from another one of my regions. Get a Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders? Hobgoblin Slaves? Rebellion! Oh no! Probably going to spawn and destroy you. Skaven. Yeah, they're going to kill you, aren't they? I don't think Black Crag will have any. Or if it does, it's going to be very weak. Violent armies. Blah! No! They spotted me before I could spring my ambush. But that means that they didn't see me until it was too late. We don't get an ambush, but we do get them out of position. Finally. An hour and 12 minutes into the battle, into the session, we have our first battle. First worthy battle. Thorgrim Grudgebearer at the head of a throng of dwarven warriors with great weapons. Some thunderers, a unit of quarrelers, unit of rangers, and 2 cannons versus Zartan the Black. Oh, it's a crossing battle also. Ah, lovely. Wheel the magma cannons forward. Let's see if our kin burn as well as the slaves, which we tested these weapons on. Old grumblers. It's a stat. So let's see. They are attacking Zartan. They are getting attacked by Zartan the Black first. So my actual army is coming up the rear, but you know, doesn't really matter. These are slaves. This is what they're for. We've got some slave ogres. These are really quite good. They're like trolls. Monstrous infantry. Ah. Wah. 5. Gamble. Renald is with me. 9. Thanks, Renald. Our magma cannons do have a short range. I'm gonna have to move them up to this hill here. And they outrange us because of their cannons. However, they may outrange us, but they don't outbody us. No, I don't want you part of that. There we go. Okay. So, if you go here, will you be able to reach? Might have to move you to here. I don't think I've seen this map design before. It's actually kind of like a nice scrubby scrubland for the Badlands. Huh. Boom. Boom. Are we getting attacked by dwarves or are we getting attacked by greenskins? Or are we just predominantly slaves? Okay. Charge up. Hold on. Already got 3 units of Chaos Dwarf warriors in this army. I think some of them got killed in one of the sieges last time. Okay. Go here. Hobgoblins, come over here. Drazhoath the Ashen, you go there. You can march over there. Right, so slaves, you're just going to catch cannonballs until such a time as you most likely flee. Zartan the Black will be supporting. Magma cannons, do your work. Look, we grace you with some by softening up the enemy before you hit them. Splat. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oops.
That is not a mortal concern.
Let's have a look. Hey, look, there's the have they changed the look of the oh no. Okay, the ogres, yeah, okay, right. So the ogres for the halflings look like the old models because they're pink-skinned orcs. Whereas these ones are actually dwarves. Actually got beards, mustaches added now. So they look a little less like a dwarf. They've actually got the some tattooing on their body or paint on their body for the Great War. And their skin color is this sort of pale, greasy, olivey color, which I hope when the ogres are added, they do this tone for them in Game 3. Because I really like that look of them. Yeah, I am the boss. Okay. Cannon over there. Cannon over there. You're fleeing! All the sides are fleeing. No! Second wave. Dwarf. How many did you kill there? Enough? Splat. There's Zart in the black. Looking on as all the slaves just run away. You're taking quite a bit of fire from that cannon. Shoo! Attack there. Attack there. Slaves, charge in again. No, my devastators! Ow, 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 ow.
Siege's many glories. We're off. My gods call for the Chaos Gods. And all will be hell. Demonhood is mine.
Get in there, hobgoblins. Ah! He's charging Thorgrim, who's in the middle of all that. Get him! Orc boys, just charge other dwarves. Hey, and they've routed. Orcs there still. Yes. Deal with him! Bonk. Did you accidentally hit that orc? Oh. Splat! Ooh, Death Shriek of missile coming in. Death Shriek of rockets. And hitting some of my dwarves. And there goes Thorgrim. Oh, my artillery. They're wheeling them forward. That was a lot of friendly fire. But oh well. Ah. Yeah, jeez, that just... Pyrrhic victory. Really? Pyrrhic? Hmm. Oh, man. 255 kills, 141 kills for our magma cannons. That's not counting all the friendly fire, which would probably easily triple them. And casualties. 1 1 1 5 4 1 2 13 21 3 2 1 2 0 5 4 58 for the slave ogres. 81 for Thorgrim. 62 for the Thane. 31 47 13 26 9 19 26 42 19 17 5 42 71 and 116. Having some more Death Shriek rocket launchers would be good. Death Shriek rockets would be good to deal with their artillery. Though the cannons just fire faster than... did get rid of Thorgrim, though. They're going to be causing fear against the dwarves, I think. I forget what the trait for defeating Thorgrim is. Find out in a moment. I suppose it's a good thing I didn't have any Dreadquake mortars, otherwise friendly fire would be even higher. Get too cocky. Fire caused a lot of casualties to the slaves, then we're not going to have them in battles. Was another army nearby, I believe. However, be a crossing battle for us if they attack us in this region. And their army is pretty solidly destroyed. They don't have much of a front line at all anymore. All that's left are pretty much their ranged units, their artillery, and that Thane. Even the Longbeards are like a quarter strength. We lost so many compared to them. Oh, they lost 659. We lost what? 1,400 and something. 111. Pardon. We actually had nearly the same amount remaining in both armies. 916, 914. They only had 246. Be nice if I had some more Hobgoblin Wolf Riders to chase down the fleeing units. Should expend. We should spend some money to get that, I think. Add them to Zartan's army. I think we've got enough slaves, we can cut back a bit. Replace them with some fast cavalry, that would help. The Hobgoblins are going to look like for game 3. How do they look in the tabletop? Or just sort of like taller goblins? Don't think they were as hunched over? It would be good if they had attacked Drazhorath, the Ashen's army, because his units were actually unbreakable and had regeneration. I should get Zartan to Black to actually siege a settlement, because making all the slaves have regenerate and unbreakable would be more useful. The Chaos Dwarves are tough anyway, so unbreakable. Well, if the Chaos Dwarves start fleeing, then I think they're pretty far gone. Regeneration helps them, but unbreakable helps more with the slaves. Okay, casualty replenishment. Terribly small. Sacrifice the captives. Naggarith declares war on Hag Graef and Naggrund. Might be to my benefit. Maybe they'll be open to in peace. Oh, they took Haunted Forest. I feel like they raised the settlement and then they're just like, oh, it's a ruin. I'm gonna take it. Because raising is like, I don't know. There's kind of such little benefit to raising a settlement in my mind. Much better to either take it or sack it, but raising it just... Settlement's not there, they have to spend money to settle it again. It has to start from level 1 again, I suppose, but if it's a high settlement, you're probably going to take it rather than destroy it, because you can immediately make use of it after spending money to repair it. Grudge Killer. Hey, faction wide research rate increase. Construction costs minus 10% for all buildings. Local province. That's nice. Trying to think of it. With all the bonuses we get from the buildings, we could actually reduce upkeep construction cost for buildings now by like 60%. Zharr into black. You can get what improves the slaves? Here we go. Fear and fervor.
Spread ruin on them. Yes, my ruinous power.
Okay. You've got that for another 2 turns. Let's see, where's the crossing here? Oh, there's not one. Go up to here.
When I choose.
Raid. Oh, you can't move because you're within range of the settlement. Just break the siege.
You dare!
You dare! Go to there. And raid. Actually. Oh, hang on. Black Crag, how's this going? We've got a full garrison size there.
Foolish, stupid.
Come here.
Never.
Night Riders, clan rats. Some of them.
Now is chaos!
Okay.
Preposterous.
Your army is incredibly small. It's kind of sad. Move to here. Actually, just move up. We can defeat that.
Destruction
What's this? I'm pretty sure. I mean, slaves. The 3 great Taurus we've got. Why is our income so high? Just from the buildings we've got, I suppose. Upgrade Karak Azul. Black Iron Mine. 3,000. Get Hashut Sacrificial Altar. End turn. Empire armies. No. Oh, I should have tried to get peace with Hag Graef. Actually, no. Because their army is weak. Take advantage of the weakness. Sylvania declares war on the Grudgebearers, Reichland and Karaz Ankor. They must be feeling good about their chances. I wonder if I had something to do with that. I'm surprised Sylvania's still around. Empire hasn't gotten rid of them yet. Turn 60. That's around when Sylvania tends to fall. Black Crag declare war on Karak Azul. Reichland gets peace with Paravon. At war? Okay. Interesting. Duels to the death. Student! That's alright. You can get... That's nice. Ambush success chance plus 15%. Missile resistance 5%. Spell Veil of Shadows. Which we have to actually use the Winds of Magic to cast it. That's the spell from Skaven Lore of Stealth. This one. Which is a large vortex. It doesn't deal damage. Pushes units around. And it stops them from moving through this area. So you can use it to like impede enemies' progress. Yeah, I get that. Prophet of Ash and...
No.
Impossible.
Hobgoblin sneaky gits. Image from Stalk, poor leadership. Sneaky infantry. Armor piercing, 18. Opportunistic murderer. I believe they're basically like the goblin sneaky gits. Hobgoblin enforcers. Expendable. How are they compared to the Quarrelers? They've got less range, less melee damage, missile damage. They've got more ammunition, 1 more charge, less pretty much everything else. 8 more speed, more health for a larger unit. Okay. And get more Hobgoblin Wolf. Actually, don't. A Hobgoblin Cutthroat. Shielded. Oh, they're just like Hobgoblins. Yeah, they're just like base sword infantry. Okay, it's just the image makes it... I keep thinking that they've got like 2 crossed swords, but they've only got 1. Get some archers.
Forbidden.
Spread ruin on them.
And let's go attack the Haunted Forest.
Chaos.
Now. Not giving us a very good chance of defeating them. They also have their, they have several things in their favor. They have Melus Darkblade, who is fully possessed, I believe. They have their Black Arc within range. However, we have Zealot Berserkers, which just don't break. We have 1 unit of Chaos Dwarf Warriors. We also have the Great Taurus, which have bound spells of fire, also have Fire Breath. They also cause terror. Might be good enough to deal with Malus as well. Rykarth is also unbreakable, so you don't care. I'm gonna play this. I think we'll be able to win this. He says, not knowing fully how Malus Darkblade is, because I don't think I've ever fought against him before. It's like, yes, we've got 6 units of goblin slaves, but the other units are pretty good. Rykarth is the Unbreakable, along with the Zealot Berserkers, which are also unbreakable. Great Taurus, which have low leadership, but so they cause terror. Oh, that's not flame. fire thing that's a burning body. Makes it so that they take more damage from flaming attacks. Uses the same icon. I should pay more attention. Oh well, whatever, it doesn't matter. We can send them after their cavalry. Chase off the cavalry, chase off their archers. Meanwhile, this is going to be dealing with these quarrelers can deal with their bows. Something. I'll have this as the center, and I think I'll surround them with the goblin slaves. I think that'll work better. I might have 2 of these in front of these guys, and then the others around the edges, so that we can enclose them. If they stay grouped together, that is. Okay, so let's see. Do that. That. Black Arth. Great Taurus.
What?
Quarrelers. Goblins there.
Stabbers ready!
Goblins there.
Chaos Lord!
Stabbers ready!
What do the gods desire?
Okay. Where are you going to be? Right there.
The ground shakes!
Let's go!
Forward! Tremble, mortals!
Let's have a look. Oh, their master is on a Dark Pegasus. So, Melus Darkblade. Pretty neat. And all of their dark shards and all that. Is there something wrong with their robes? It looks like they're flapping a bit more than they should. Yeah. Those horses look terribly sick. What I'd give for a magma cannon is several units of my slaves.
Let's go!
Okay. Blink swords. So, is Melus actually unbreakable? No, he is not. He is guarded. The demon's curse. Causes minor damage to self. Minus 24 melee defense, minus 16 leadership. So it's probably going to make our slaves flee pretty quickly. And our Great Taurus. Leadership is pretty terrible as well. Blood price. Increases damage resistance, weapon damage, and armor piercing damage. Yay. Don't have much armor. Rykarth has 120 armor. Also got the Warp Sword of Cain. Replenishes hit points of combatants while in melee. Plus 5% damage resistance. Oh, while in melee. Okay. This Mastery, Frenzy, Guardian from the Master here. I can actually attack you with my Great Taurus. Let's have a look at the Great Taurus. They have actually like flaming effects on their body. Didn't they have that earlier? Thought they did. Like it's gone. Oh well.
Slayer of mortal!
Okay, charge up.
Running!
Go attack Azarek Drake Cleaver.
Stabbers ready!
Blah, 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 blah.
Chaos comes!
Oh, ow. Well, thank you for doing all of those abilities on the one unit. That was pretty, pretty nice of you. Okay, after them. Go after them. Go after the Dark Raiders. Go over here. Quarrelers, shoot those Dark Raiders. Get back in here, lads. You're dueling that Death Hag. Where's Malice? There he is. He's doing flashy moves against the Dwarf Slayers. Yes, very impressive. Slicing apart a bunch of goblin slaves. Look at them fly. Ah. He's got the fancy moves. It just cut off that dwarf's head. Yeah, it did. No. My other slaves. That's probably going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt me. A great Taurus are tearing face. Malice is surrounded by half-naked, angry Chaos Dwarf. Oh. Get him! Get it! Spiky elf. That's Rykoth. There. Is he going to go demon? Come on. Show us your demon form. We can learn from it. Whack. And the Chaos Dwarves are just throwing themselves at him. Oh, he broke. He didn't even go demon. Maybe he couldn't. I'm disappointed.
For the Chaos God.
I'd heard stories about you. Look at how big Rykoth is. He's a big lad. On, chase him down.
Find to the strong.
Ah.
Chaos Lord. Ruin them.
Gazok. There we go. Yeah, they actually get flaming effects on their body when they go into combat. Okay. Path. Oh. Ah. Roar. Ah. Is he dead yet? There he goes. He just went face. Just face planted. The robes are just too fancy for this world. For the robes on the Dark Shards. They're trying to escape this material plane. I have a mod which makes the high elf shields all really nice and detailed. I've actually reactivated it now. It's what's it called? Heraldry. Uniforms and heraldry of the high elves. I really like how it looks. We saw it in the last parts of my Gwilyn campaign, and I believe there is a similar mod for the Dark Elves. However, part of me really likes the multi-designed, like the all the different like, you know, house symbols or faction symbols, shields. Another part of me likes that the Dark Elf shields are all the same looking because they're more military regimented. The High Elves. They're very sort of... They're very Spartan. They don't do a lot of fancy stuff like the High Elves do. Supposedly, that's why their armor is all spiky. Because they're very practical. I think. I believe that's supposed to be the case for the Dark Elves. They just have spikes on their armor. It's practical. We just don't know how it's practical. No, it's like that, oh, what is it? In, the Dark Elf trilogy, or series of books for Forgotten Realms, there is a dwarf regiment, part of the, clan Battlehammer, or they sign up with them. I forget what they're called. They're led by a dwarf who smells terrible because he never takes his armor off. It is like a suit of iron armor and it has spikes all over it. And I think they're called Battle Ragers. And their tactics involve themselves throwing themselves at the enemy, bear hugging them, and then just convulsing and tearing them to shreds because of all the serrated parts of their armor. Tearing the enemy apart. Anyway. So the spikes can have practical purposes. Apparently this dwarf is incapable of sneaking because his arm is just squeaking and squealing constantly because it's just... Ugh. Sounds like a horrible dwarf to be around. I mean, I think he's actually he's quite a reasonable person. But aside from, you know, terrible smell, I don't think he's very uncouth sense of humor. Like watching someone or playing Dwarf Fortress, someone had the idea of making a unit like that. Now I'm curious and I kind of want to look up the name of the unit. Let me see. If you could, please. At some point. Okay, let's see. Apparently they're called Cold Yard Axe Idiots. I think that's them. This one has weapons though. I believe they're supposed to just use their bare hands. Or maybe that's only the leader which uses bare hands. If it moves, kill it. Battle Rangers are a type of dwarven fighter whose combat style relies on raw instinct, anger, and physical strength. Yeah, here we go. The Gutbuster Brigade. That was what they were called. Yes, and they were led by Thibbledorf Puent. Whose the image for him is ridiculous. He looks like some kind of heavily armored spiked rhino. Oh, jeez. This is a complete, what's it called? Side matter, but, you know, damn it. I need to show a picture of this to be able to get my point across. That spiky armor is, possibly useful. At least if you're mad like this. Just the idea of dwarves, like, not just charging in a berserk rage at the enemy, but also grabbing them and just tearing them apart because their armor is so spiky. There we go. It's completely ridiculous. But yeah, you can... He just looks like he smells bad. And funnily enough, that's not exactly how I imagined his armor reading the books. I think I imagined it more as just like a whole bunch of overlapping plates with like serrated edges. Not so much spikes all over it, but... okay. I do like those books. They're not very complicated, but they're enjoyable. Does it say the book where it was from? Siege of Darkness. There we go. And apparently also The Thousand Orcs and Rise of the King. Rangers Battle Rangers, a chaotic form of fighting with various battle ranger skills having various styles. Thibbledorf's personal art style consisted of putting on a full suit full covered in spikes. That is not really worded terribly well. And throwing himself at the enemy, convulsing violently and shredding them. This turned out to be a highly effective way of fighting in the narrow underground corridors, and the Gutbusters took the Drow completely by surprise. Anyway. Let's see. Rykarth got no kills. I'm kind of disappointed, but he was dueling heroes during that. 46 and 24 for the Zealot Berserkers. 2, 0, 0, 4, 10, 2 for the Goblin Slaves. 9 for the Quarrelers. 30, 3, and 28 for the Great Taurus. They did a lot of work, and that army was very easy to defeat. Auto Resolve knew nothing. My tactics are obviously superior. Malice Darkblade got 61 kills. They didn't even really kill that many of us with the Black Arc. They sort of dropped a bunch of their effects on us, but I suppose they went for the Zealot Berserkers? Berserkers don't have magic protection, do they? I don't think so. Got physical resistance. On for the goblins. It wouldn't have really mattered. They would have had to have just weathered the storm of Rykarth and the Zealot Berserkers because they're unbreakable. Uh, 47 for their not dread spears, bleak swords. Ugh. Dark elf swordsman. Okay. Hey, money! 4,233. And a war banner. Do we steal something from Ellis? Other than his dignity? No. As we're a worthy opponent.
We'll retrieve it from your corpse.
Subjugate and enslave. We don't actually get a option to peacefully colonize. Malice in Underworld. Do not shed a tear, for this darkest, most murderous of Druki may now be with the Sitharai, Kitharai, deep within the Mirai, where he surely belongs. Armor piercing damage plus 30, armor minus 5. Oh, Rykarth the Unbreakable is slightly more breakable. 120 armor down to 115. Armor piercing's nice though. What's his armor piercing normally? Like 200 and something? Okay. And we secure Noblar country. Build it back up. Rykarth. You can get spoilers. Some more Chaos Dwarf Quarrelers. Here we go. More archers. Actually, upgrade that. Get 3 units of archers. Okay, so that went quite well. Don't know whether we'll actually bother trying to take these. I mean, we might raid them for slaves. Dark Elf slaves. I wonder what they would think of that. Turn around is fair game. Black Iron Mine? Yeah, get the smithy. Spite Peak. That's fine. You're recruiting that there. You're replenishing your units. Actually, this is the end. This is the start of a new turn, isn't it? Get culling of the week. Zamnil Helheim. You have Longbeards, Dwarf Warriors, and Quarrelers. And you have walls in your settlement. I think we're going to have to leave that for next time. Spite Peak. I don't really want to build anything here for the moment. Rockback Mountain is firmly under our control. Also has walls in it, so it's got a bigger garrison. Hey, Mount Silverspear. This might... Maybe this will get a rebellion and get destroyed. And then it turns out that there's no one there.
Have you grown so tired of cowering that you offer your death so easily?
Strength rating 6 against strength rating 108. Become our vassal. Of course you won't accept that. I might get peace with them. Make dealing with them a bit easier. We could ignore them until they decide to declare war on us again. Actually, Black Crag will still be at war with them, won't they? But Black Crag is focused all the way up here. How are other things? Matorka is Ugma tribe. Oh, I forgot. I just remembered. Okay, doesn't matter. Nothing for this one. Bronte Mingol, Myrmidons is held by border princes. Barak-Var. It's all dwarves. I think they confederated with Zufbai. Yes, they did. Can we see anything else anywhere else? Borgheim. We can see the Servants of Filmonade and the Ugma tribe because they usually reside in ruins. But we also reside in ruins, so we can see them. Like how Skaven can see other Skaven factions. Is Skaven over here? Actually. Duh. 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 I am a big dummy. Am I not? If there was someone there because we could see ruins, we would be able to see them. But there isn't. Ah. Fine. We can just move and take Mount Silverspear. Next turn, we'll recruit a lord. Send him up there. Colonize it. We'll probably also... I don't know. Go and attack Karak Azul. Take slaves. More slaves. How many more slaves can we fit in here? About double that. More income. And then we'll just Crookback Mountain. Shove all the slaves in here. And over here we'll probably develop this. So yeah, ooh, commandment. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's see. Tendrils of Chaos. What do we got here? Oh yeah, slave breeding. Extra income from slaves. Of course. Okay. So yeah, I will leave it here without the turn flipping over because we haven't moved these armies. And we'll attack Karak Azul next time, I think, because I don't have the time to do another siege battle. But we will save it there. Not too many played battles this time, but it's maneuvering our forces to deal with the dwarves. And we did have the nice slaughter of dwarves here with Thorgrim Grudgebearer, which we've pretty much recovered our losses from. I'm going to attack them next turn because we still have Favor of the Dark Gods. It would be nice to take advantage of. Unbreakable regeneration on our units. At least this army. Not this one, sadly.
I have no time for this.
Maybe I'll attack with this army. Because that will still be in play when they come in to reinforce. And then they'll get the bonus. Anyway. That did save. Didn't I not? Yes, I did. We will call it there for the Chaos Dwarf for tonight. Good progress. And the dwarves aren't being too overwhelming. Not that I don't mind a fight, but no, there comes a point where it's thing. It's easier to get going with the Chaos Dwarves than it was last time. They have a better economy. It's easier to get more slaves because you can get them from more actions than just raiding, I think it was. Or we can make more money off of them. And because I didn't go to war against the Skaven. Skaven were problematic because we were just relying on slaves. And the Skaven are better. Unit for unit against us. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me for this one. And I hope you'll join me again for the next one.